This is not Travis Kelce. This is El Travador, and this also means the Chiefs are going to win the Super Bowl this year. I don't make the rules, I just tell y'all about them. Because Travis Kelce showed up to Chiefs training camp today back with his signature preseason mustache. What we so lovingly refer to as El Travador.
They called me El Travidor.
Travis Kelce shaved his face, and Chiefs fans immediately started predicting a Super Bowl. That sounds absurd until you understand what actually happened. Travis reported to training camp in late July sporting a full beard, which caught attention right away because fans are used to seeing him arrive at camp clean-shaven, except for one very specific piece of facial hair. The mustache, the look he affectionately calls El Travidor. For weeks, supporters waited, watched, and speculated about whether it was coming back this year. Then a video landed on the New Heights podcast account showing the beard was gone. The mustache had returned in full force, paired with a freshened-up buzz cut, sides shaved down, and the top trimmed. And the reaction was immediate and, frankly, deeply superstitious, because fans have connected the mustache to the team's championship runs. It appeared during their Super Bowl seasons. It vanished during the year the team collapsed to 6-11 and missed the playoffs for the first time in a decade. So when it came back days before the preseason opener, the comment sections filled with people treating it less like a grooming decision and more like a prophecy. One comment that spread widely captured the whole mood, declaring simply that El Travador is back, and therefore the Chiefs are winning the Super Bowl. The timing made it even better. He debuted the new look arriving at Arrowhead Stadium for the preseason opener against the Rams on August 15th, dressed in a black and tan short set, black Jordans, and dark sunglasses. Not everyone approved, mind you. Some fans campaigned loudly for the beard's return, and others took issue with his gold jewelry, with one bluntly saying he needs the beard back and the gold accessories were a mistake. But the mustache faithful drowned them out. There was one other detail on his hand that drew just as much attention, because Travis wore his gold wedding band into that stadium, clearly visible as he carried a canned drink in his left hand past the cameras. The team shared footage of his arrival with the words Year 14 written over it. Fans zeroed in on the ring instantly, with one joking that he is now left-handed like his wife, and another simply celebrating him showing off that ring. And thousands of miles away, his wife was doing exactly the same thing, because on that very same Saturday, Taylor was in the English countryside, attending the wedding of recording engineers Ollie Jacobs and Laura Sisk at Real World Studios outside Bath, the recording complex owned by Peter Gabriel, and she arrived with the shortest hair she has worn publicly in roughly a decade. Her blonde has gone noticeably darker, and the length now falls just past her shoulders, styled in loose waves with her signature bangs swept slightly to the side. For someone who has kept her hair long for most of the past 10 years, the change registered instantly. She paired it with a navy blue gown from Costarellos, a tulle piece with delicate applique and gold floral embroidery, along with her signature red lip, a pearl necklace, and a gold Cartier bracelet. The haircut had actually debuted 3 days earlier, on August 12th, when she left a private members club in London wearing a purple and pink floral mini dress on a night out. That outing was significant on its own because it marked her first public appearance since marrying Travis on the 3rd of July. Sabrina Carpenter, Jack Antonoff, and Phoebe Bridgers joined her at the wedding, which tells you this was a music industry gathering rather than a celebrity event. Jacobs and Sisk are among Taylor's longest-standing studio collaborators, having worked with her across multiple albums, and Jacobs actually began his career as an assistant engineer at that very venue before working his way up over about 8 years. Sisk had attended Taylor and Travis's own wedding back in July, so this was a returned favor between genuine friends. And her wedding band was visible throughout, which produced the detail people found most charming about the entire day. Two people on opposite sides of an ocean, at completely unrelated events, both quietly showing off the same symbol. Their rings, it turns out, were designed with real intention because jewelry watchers noticed something specific once both bands became visible. They are both gold, but they are not identical. Designers call that approach complementary rather than matching, a shared design language where the metal and finish create harmony while the individual details let each ring keep its own character. One jewelry founder explained the appeal by saying that rings like these speak to each other without saying the same thing. Travis's band is a simple yellow-gold comfort fit design, estimated at somewhere between 5 and 6 millimeters wide, with experts placing its value roughly in the $2,000 to $6,000 range. The yellow gold was chosen deliberately to complement Taylor's engagement ring, which Travis designed with jeweler Kindred Lubeck, featuring an old mine brilliant cut cushion diamond on a yellow gold band. He matched the whole thing with a gold watch and bracelet. Not everyone connected to Travis's world got to see those rings in person, though, and one man has been fielding questions about it all summer. Because Dan Hunt, co-owner of the Kansas City Chiefs and brother of Chairman Clark Hunt, publicly confirmed this week that he was not invited to the wedding. His response when asked was perfect. He said he did not get invited and that apparently he does not sing well enough to make the list. He added that the question had become roughly his second most common question of the entire summer.
No, I don't think so. I did not get invited to Taylor Swift's wedding. Apparently, I don't sing well enough to get invited. That's probably been my second biggest question of the entire summer.
We're not original.
Did you get invited to Taylor Swift's wedding and Travis Kelce? And no, I did not.
Meaning it has been following him around for weeks. Asked whether he had spoken with Travis since the wedding, Hunt said plainly that he has not. There appeared to be no hard feelings, though. His brother Clark did attend and reported back that the celebration was really special, really unique, and that the family is thrilled for him.
Have you talked to Travis since the wedding?
I have not. My brother was there,
okay.
And I talked to him, and he said, look, it was really special, and it was really unique, and we are also happy for him.
Dan then immediately pivoted to say he is actively working on getting Taylor and Travis to attend an FC Dallas match, telling reporters he is working on it.
When are we going to bring Taylor and Travis to an FC Dallas match?
I'm working on it. We'll have to see. It'll probably be after Travis retiring, but they're always welcome down here. She does have a busy schedule, though. You know how it goes as a star.
It is a strange footnote to a guest list of roughly 1,000 people that included Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady, Rob Gronkowski, and Julian Edelman. The co-owner of the franchise where Travis has spent his entire 14-year career did not make the cut. Kicker Harrison Butker was reportedly the only Chiefs player left off. Charles Barkley was invited but declined because he does not attend weddings or funerals, and both Will Compton and Taylor Lewin expressed surprise at not receiving invitations. Whether it reflects any deliberate choice or simply the reality of a list curated more through Taylor's entertainment world than Travis's professional one is, what people keep debating. Back at camp, meanwhile, Travis has been quietly doing something that has nothing to do with his own statistics, because a video surfaced this week showing him pulling aside Jared Wiley, the team's young third-string tight end, and personally walking him through a specific blocking technique. Fans identified the move as the bull hop press, a technique designed to help a blocking tight end neutralize a pass rusher at the line. Travis demonstrated it himself repeatedly while Wiley watched and copied. The clip drew enormous affection online, with fans praising him for passing knowledge down to the next generation, one calling it the greatest of all time, simply sharing what he knows. The best comment played directly on the caption from Taylor and Travis's own engagement announcement, joking that Travis was just doing his job as the gym teacher. The context makes it land harder. Wiley is 25, coming back from a torn ACL, currently sitting third on the depth chart, with his contract expiring after this season. He has one catch for 4 yards to his name from last year. In other words, he is exactly the kind of player who could easily be overlooked. And Wiley has spoken about how much that mentorship means, describing the trust he has in what Travis does, and explaining that he still studies how the veteran runs routes and approaches the game, always hunting for the small details that might make him better. It also connects to something Travis has said about himself. He has publicly stated he wants to be a better leader in this stage of his career, and teaching technique to a third-string tight end who might not even make the roster is about as concrete an expression of that as exists. And then there was the practice rep that reignited the entire debate about whether he can still play, because Travis ran a route against safety Alohi Gilman during camp and left him completely stranded, creating separation so cleanly that the clip spread rapidly. At 36, coming off a season where his numbers dropped to 76 catches for 851 yards after previously handling 133 targets the year before, that single rep became a referendum. One side celebrated it as proof he is still himself. The skeptics were considerably less generous, with some claiming the defender simply let him have it and others mocking the coverage outright. The comment that became the story's headline came from someone joking that the league wanted those Swifties views, so they let Travis win. It is obviously a joke rather than a serious allegation, but it captured the strange position he now occupies, where a routine training camp rep gets analyzed as though it carries championship implications. It is worth remembering that Travis has been open about self-doubt in other arenas. Speaking about breaking into acting, he once admitted a very specific fear, saying he wanted to have fun with it, but did not want to look like a loser doing it. Wanting people to respect that he was taking it seriously, he was even more candid about the hardest part, revealing that he cannot read particularly well, which made script table reads genuinely difficult, leaving him focused on simply getting through the words rather than performing them. Pulling all of it together, here's where things stand. Travis brought back his Travador mustache days before the preseason opener, and fans immediately treated it as a championship omen given its history during title runs. He wore his gold wedding band into Arrowhead the same day Taylor wore hers at a wedding in the English countryside, where she debuted her shortest hair in roughly a decade alongside Sabrina Carpenter, Jack Antonoff, and Phoebe Bridgers. Their rings turned out to be deliberately coordinated rather than matching both yellow gold but distinct. Chiefs co-owner Dan Hunt revealed he was not invited to the wedding, joked that he does not sing well enough, confirmed he has not spoken to Travis since, and is now trying to get the couple to a soccer match. Travis was filmed personally teaching a young teammate a blocking technique in a moment fans adored, and a single practice rep where he burned a safety reignited the entire argument about whether he still has it. 6 weeks into married life, the man is teaching rookies how to block, growing back a mustache the internet considers prophetic, and wearing his ring to work while his wife wears hers across an ocean. Whatever else this season turns into, he seems to be enjoying it. That's all for this video, folks. See you next time.